that Arvind Kejriwal has sought support from Nitish Kumar over the ordinance issue, something that the Aam Aadmi Party government has been battling here in the national capital after the centre came out with that ordinance, in a sense overturning the Supreme Court verdict that gave the Aam Aadmi Party government control over the transfer and posting of bureaucrats. Now, Nitish Kumar has promised support to Arvind Kejriwal in Rajya Sabha, saying that if a bill is introduced, Nitish Kumar and Deputy Chief Minister Tejashwi Yadav will support the Arvind Kejriwal government. In a big headline coming out of that meeting, Arvind Kejriwal says that this ordinance issue, and if this bill is introduced in Rajya Sabha, it could be a big win for opposition unity, and that will be the semi-final to 2024. Of course, as far as national politics is concerned, it's a big spectacle there, because Nitish Kumar has been meeting various leaders from the opposition space, including Mamata Banerjee, Akhilesh Yadav, also top leaders of Maharashtra, including Uddhav Thackeray and Sharad Pawar. Now, Nitish Kumar has come up with the one seat, one candidate formula. The big question is, will the arithmetic work when it comes to opposition unity? And also, now various power centers emerging within the opposition space, given that Nitish Kumar's meet comes just a day after the Congress's big opposition unity show in Karnataka.
मैंने उनसे निवेदन किया कि अगर सारा विपक्ष इकट्ठा हो जाता है, नॉन बीजेपी सारी पार्टियां इकट्ठी हो जाती हैं, तो एक तरह से राज्यसभा के अंदर अगर ये इसको बिल के रूप में लेके आते हैं तो इसको बिल के रूप में हराया जा सकता है राज्यसभा के अंदर। और अगर राज्यसभा के अंदर ये बिल हार गया तो ये एक तरह से 2024 का सेमीफाइनल होगा। फिर एक मैसेज चला जाएगा पूरे देश के अंदर, ये बिल अगर हार जाता है तो मैसेज पूरे देश में जाएगा कि 2024 के अंदर बीजेपी की सरकार जा रही है।
इलेक्टेड सरकार बनती है तो उनको जो अधिकार दिया गया है उसको कैसे आप हटा सकते हैं? सारे देश में सब लोग एकजुट हों, इस बात को मानते हैं कि काम कर रहे हैं, बहुत अच्छा काम कर रहे हैं, और उसके बाद सुप्रीम कोर्ट का भी फैसला हो जाए तो राज्य सरकार को जो अधिकार है काम करने का, उस काम को रोक दिया जाएगा। ये सब तो बहुत ही आश्चर्य का विषय है। तो ये हम लोग तो बिल्कुल इनके साथ हैं।
Now, remember, what sources have told NDTV is that the Aam Aadmi Party's legal strategy will be to oppose the ordinance in the Supreme Court, because the Aam Aadmi Party has been constantly saying that this is overturning the Supreme Court's verdict. Now, we have Tanishq joining us on the broadcast. Tanishq, now the ordinance has become an issue as far as national politics is concerned, because Nitish Kumar has now vowed support to Arvind Kejriwal, saying that if this indeed comes up in Rajya Sabha, they will be supporting the Aam Aadmi Party-led government. But what is the Aam Aadmi Party's legal strategy as far as this ordinance is concerned, given the fact that the centre has also filed a review petition in the Supreme Court against the verdict that gave the Aam Aadmi Party government control over services and bureaucrats?
Well, yes, Vedant, the Aam Aadmi Party government is again going to challenge this ordinance in the Supreme Court. Remember, Arvind Kejriwal, the Delhi Chief Minister, held a press conference yesterday, and he said that that the BJP intentionally waited for the court to go on vacation, and when the court reopens, they are again going to challenge this ordinance in the Supreme Court. Now, not just talking about the politics, not just Nitish Kumar. Arvind Kejriwal is going to meet Mamata Banerjee also. He said that he's going to meet Mamata Banerjee day after tomorrow, and obviously this is being seen as a step towards the opposition unity. The Bihar Chief Minister Nitish Kumar met Arvind Kejriwal at around 11:30 p.m. Now, yesterday Arvind Kejriwal had sought support of opposition parties over the new ordinance issue. He had called the ordinance unconstitutional and said that his government will move the Supreme Court against it, as I mentioned. Now, according to government sources, the 5 most important factors that drove center for this decision, according to our sources, is that how capital cities are governed across the world. Now, according to our sources, the center actually reviewed major capital cities around the world. Official sources said that they have looked into many examples from all over the world, particularly in the capital cities such as Washington, D.C., Canberra, Ottawa, Berlin, and even Paris, that are either governed by federal government, have a mayor-led administration and no elected government, or follow a shared model of governance. Government officials stated that according to their assessment, in many countries in the West, the federal government has jurisdiction over key aspects of cities' governance, including land use, planning, major infrastructure development, and diplomatic relations. Now, this was one of the reasons. Another reason, according to our government sources, is that security and diplomatic reasons. The center, according to our sources, the center believes that dual authority and responsibility of the national capital will endanger security, affect coordination that administration of the country requires, and this was made clear when Delhi was declared national capital territory in 1991. There is also the third reason was that the feedback from bureaucrats and complainants too, while the ordinance raises questions over the manner in which it addresses the key points iterated in the Supreme Court ruling. The centre has its reason for making this move, and the sources have said that they consider many factors. So yeah, these are some of the points. One of the points was that dealing with health emergencies better. Official sources also said that since it is the central government that has the power to allocate, deploy resources efficiently in Delhi, a centralized approach, remember this is according to our sources, a centralized approach will work better for the city and the residents during natural disaster or public health crisis. Now, we also saw that during COVID time, there was a lot of back and forth between the BJP government and the Aam Aadmi Party government, blaming each other for lack of resources, especially during the second wave. So this is one of the reasons stated by our sources in the center. Now, the last reason stated by the sources is politics over bureaucracy and its impact on policy decisions. The ordinance had to be brought in according to our sources because in the recent years there have been multiple instances of elected Delhi government at loggerheads with central government to quote unquote to stall potential conflicts or discrepancies that could arise from differing regional rules and regulations and legislations.